For me, it's about being outside and having time to observe and do practical activity, have that kind of practical residency in an outside space. It's really great when you do catch something, but for me it's not the be all and end all. Like, I don't get upset if I don't catch anything. My understanding of New Zealand's landscape is that it's always been inhabited, and that we often, in places like the conservation estate, it's established as a place that has never had people in it. That's kind of this uninhabited wilderness, which to me just isn't true. Those places have always had names and narratives associated with it, and my physical residency in a space or a site is often acknowledging those names and narratives and practical or customary practices that are associated with doing things outside. So for my master's project, I based it on a narrative that is from Tauranga Moana, and it's a narrative that is kind of like a geological map of specific sites that different types of rocks can be found. I made a camera obscura tent because my art practice is based within kind of exploring photography and photographic techniques, and so I made this tent where I would take to these different sites and use that to video and photograph the locations, and I did that from inside the tent and outside the tent and juxtaposed the two, because it's exploring that idea of landscape perspectives and how we see the landscape and where those understandings of the landscape being uninhabited and wild, where those came from. And they were largely introduced to New Zealand during settler times. It was really valuable in that it gave me 2 years of purely making and researching art, which is amazing. Such a great opportunity. I was able to share a studio with some really good friends, and being up at Māori Studies in Massey, it was a time where I could explore these concepts but in a safe environment and be able to ask anyone about their opinions on landscape perspectives and customary Māori narratives or practices pertaining to the landscape, and getting different people's perspectives from their own iwi.